if you are just a little bit like me or have been around, you know how I am. I am not a big fan of typing. I am not a big fan of blog writing, but I do know the importance for SEO when it comes to blog content. So today I'm going to show you how we make blog posts happening without me typing one word. Okay, we've talked a lot about content in the last couple of videos. You know that my focus is YouTube and video content. And you might even know that I do not like typing at all. I have a 6-finger search system when it comes to typing. Typing lessons have been on my to-do list for quite a while now, and I'm simply not making the time. There's voice typing now, there's all kinds of things where you don't have to type and it always falls off the back end. But everybody of us knows how important blog posts are. Everybody of us knows how important written content is. So how do can you write a blog post without ever writing a blog post? Part of that we already talked about in the past videos. If you haven't seen the video yet, once this is done, go back to my favorite 9 tools when it comes to content creation. But for today, we are focusing on how can you write a blog post without ever typing a word. As I told you in the other videos already, we are starting out with a video. We are recording the video. Find a friend if you are first starting to talk with the camera. Find a friend that you can just place somewhere that you can talk to. Whatever you need to do to get on camera, the moment you just hit the damn button, it becomes really easy to just talk about the topic you are passionate about. Now, what I already told you in the past and what we're going to be diving deeper into today is what we do once this video is done. And this is the first way of how we turn a YouTube video and you talking and having fun on video into a blog post. I will show you 2 different types of blog posts we are running simply for the sake of time and efficiency. Not everything has to be a full-on blog post, but more to that in just a little bit. Let's start from the beginning and with blog post type 1, which we call internally our repurposing blog post. The process starts with you talking to the camera, recording the video, we are uploading it to YouTube. Woohoo! We have another video in the collection. Now what? Now we are taking this blog post and we are uploading it to Descript. Yes, all of the affiliate links are going to be in the description. There's savings in there and all the things. You know me, I always take care of you. Now, let's use the example of the 9 must-have social media marketing tools for content creators. That was my last video. It is already uploaded and my VA went in here to clean things up. We all know I talk funny sometimes, so the AI has some trouble. Sometimes even people have trouble understanding me, which is why my VA is so amazing to mark the things in yellow that she doesn't understand, where it's like, okay, Yvi, you were really talking weird at that point. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, those moments. So make sure when you are outsourcing this, because scaling in your content creation process, you will be outsourcing this at some point. Let them know. Just mark it, go highlight it where you don't understand it so that I can go through really fast and clean up those weird little things that I say sometimes. With this, right here, you already have your first blog post. Wait, Yvi, that's just the transcription. Yeah, exactly. Our repurposing style blog post is nothing more than a little intro description of what the video is about. And I'll show you how we write this in just a second. And then the transcription afterwards. Now, we need 2 things in here. One, I'm gonna need this content in just a second. I'll show you why. And we also need in the file export, what you're gonna do right in here is you are going to download the subtitles. Nope, not as an SRT, not as a VTTF. Either way, the SRT is the one you are uploading to your YouTube channel to make sure everybody can read the subtitles in your YouTube channels. We talked about that. Do it. You already have it. Now, we are actually exporting this into a text file, into a regular doc document. You can also do Markdown, plain. We'll just stick with the doc. There's so many ways of exporting this. We also will have the timestamp options in here. You don't want to have your viewers have to search for that specific piece in the video, right? So timestamps with paragraph breaks, or you can set them at a specific interval if you want to. We use the paragraph breaks. And what it does is it gives you a Word document with the timestamps and everything you already talked about. Now, the nice thing about this is you've done your keyword research, which means when your keyword is content creation, you kept mentioning content creation through your video, which means your blog post is SEO'd for the word content creation because you did the research for the keyword content creation and you decided that's your keyword, so you say content creation. Yes, making it funny makes it stick in your head because now you're not going to forget about it again, right? Okay, you SEO'd all of this, you have the timestamps ready, you have the transcription ready. Cool, we got that one done. Now what we're going to do is use another favorite tool of mine, which was supposed to be the +1 on the 9 tool video, but somehow I kind of just got into the groove of it and forgot about it. This time you get to see how we use Jasper from scratch to build your blog post. Remember, I just copied that whole text thing and I am pasting this in here. That easy. Changing that output length to L, going all the way to the bottom and saying, write a round up about the content above. And then I hit my comment return. In Germany, it's enter. Comment return. And Jasper starts writing for me. Look at this. Isn't that nice? Now again, Jasper is an AI. Yes, you don't have to type, but you need to read through this. You need to clean this up and give him another idea. Do you have any questions about using Jasper for content creation? And then we hit the comment J to keep writing in here. And this is how you write your intro description for the blog post. Make a nice little visual cut in between, like a line or something like that. And then you just copy and paste this nice little gizmo right in there. We have the timestamps there. We have it all written out. It has already been cleaned up and proofed. You want to make sure you have the highlights out of it and don't copy those over. And this is how easy it can be to write a repurposed blog post on your blog simply using your YouTube video. It also makes it really easy to outsource this to a VA because a lot of this is already done and it just needs to get cleaned up. Now, for our pillar content blog posts, where we really want to have a written blog post, what we do is something similar. Rather than copying and pasting the whole thing in, we start with 1 or 2 of these chapters of content. So let's delete out the rest of it. We also use Jasper in combination with the SEO mode, which is a connection to Surfer SEO. Now, for Surfer SEO to pop up in your Jasper, you actually need to be logged in Surfer SEO. Once that is done, you can just refresh and it realizes, hey, Surfer SEO is open. Yes, you have an account with them. So now we can pay attention to our SEO while writing our content in Jasper and being in the whole creation process. Now, our keyword is if you can spell. This is why I'm not typing blog posts. Our topic is content creation, whole, done. That is our keyword. It does its thing right now of setting up the document within Surfer SEO to have all of the information, have all of the tools and just doing its thing. And once it's done doing its thing, we open up that document in Surfer SEO, which will tell us exactly what we need to pay attention to. Again, we got content creation as the topic, as the keyword, and it will will give us a whole bunch of words that Surfer SEO says, hey, you should pay attention to that. As you can see, content creation is quite a common keyword, which is also why it recommends going up to 5K words. We don't always follow exactly everything to the dot that Surfer SEO is telling us, so we do stay in our 1800 to 2500 word count. That's it. Where we use it a lot is getting the idea of other keywords that we want to put in here that make sense, that really relate to our keyword of content creation. And then looking at it, we definitely have to put content creation more in here. And again, as we did before, this is a little bit a collaboration between you writing and letting Jasper write. We have 2 paragraphs right here. So when I'm like stuck and I'm really trying to turn this into a blog post and not just a conversation, I go after that and I hit my Command J again to see what Jasper is coming up with, what is he talking about, and I am building up from there. When he stops, is Jasper he, they, she? I don't even know. We need to figure this out, Jasper. What are you? It also makes it easier when we go into the output length L. So what do we have now? And that really helps us to not forget anything and have an overview of what needs to get done and how. Period, comment J. And you like, okay, content creation. Apparently Canva has done a lot of work for the word content creation. Things like this happen. Again, this is an AI. This is a bot that scrapes the interwebs and makes sense of what it reads and what you tell it to do. In combination with, okay, where do I want to take this blog post? What's happening here? What do I want to teach? In combination with Surfer SEO, this is how we write Cornerstone blog posts. And even though, yes, you need to be a little bit typing and writing in here, the joy of bringing Jasper into this means your content creation becomes easier. When you have that writer block of, I don't know where to take this from here, you give it a little tiny idea, you hit Command J, and you let it go. Now, with you really deep diving into content creation, making the most out of your content and repurposing it. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch my 9 tools plus Jasper that every content creator needs to have in their arsenal. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Because I'm gonna show you how to save a ton of time when it comes to content creation.